The presenter is Mr. Ginga Sato, International Business Lead at AMI Inc. So, Mr. Sato, are you ready to pitch? Yes, please give a warm welcome to him.
All right. Hi, my name is Ginga, and the International Business Lead for AMI, a medical device company from Kagoshima, Japan. As a Japanese American myself, I'm very excited to be here to introduce our solution to the US healthcare system. Today, 1 in 5 Americans over the age of 65 is suffering from heart failure, a condition that takes away the natural ability of the heart to pump blood to the rest of your body. And right now, the total number of patients are increasing at a very alarming rate in the US today. So what makes heart failure so terrifying? It's the decrease in patients' quality of life. Here's a representation of the timeline of a patient with heart failure. As you can see, the patient's heart's condition gradually decreases. The heart decompensates, then it gets better a little bit, then it goes down even more. And this is what decreases the patient's and also the family's quality of life. To further explain the process, let's look at this graph showing the patient's condition as time goes on, and where day 0 is a rehospitalization day. And today, the first physiological change due to heart failure occurs about 3 weeks before the rehospitalization day. But today's standard of care is weight monitoring. The patient will stand on a weight scale every day looking for any potential changes in their weight value. So when does this weight change occur? It occurs at the day 7 mark. So that means the physicians only have 7 days in order to bring back the heart's condition all the way up in order to prevent the rehospitalization day. That is not a good method. There's only 7 days. You could do only so much in that 1 week period. We need a better method. And that's why we are here, to change the system. So we can induce changes early and address those changes to fix the heart's condition. We want to create a world where patients have the freedom to be able to go out of the hospital but receive also great care. We like to call this handheld device the super stethoscope, a solution to challenge and also change the system. By just placing this device on your chest, our device can capture and also digitalize sounds that are not audible to the human ear. As you can hear and see, heart sounds are very low frequency sounds. Some would describe this as a club sound, like a beat drum. We are using this special heart sound data and correlating it to actual clinical exams that are being done in hospitals today. So you'll be able to receive the same kind of care by just capturing your heart sounds without going to the hospital where you'll need to see specialists or receive blood draws. And we also have a really high performance level of our AI medical system. We are continuing development of this AI model using a multi-centered approach. We have about 20 plus research institutions that are working with us, and also we are currently providing this hardware itself and for clinical use in the hospital today. After discussions with multiple US cardiologists and geriatricians, we have developed a remote patient monitoring model to reduce heart failure rehospitalizations. Patients will be sent back home with this device along with an app. The data will be collected at home and uploaded to AMI's cloud, where the AI algorithm is going to provide estimates of the patient's cardiac conditions. Then the AI will provide alerts to the clinicians if there's any difference from the baseline value of the patient and to that heart failure care at home. Here's a sneak peek of our business plan. We have 2 sources of revenue. One is through the sales of our hardware, and 2 is through the AI subscription model. Our value proposition is by providing and keeping the patients healthy as long as possible. The providers will have a positive economical impact, but also the entirety of the hospital system will benefit financially by keeping patients out of the hospital, by keeping them healthy. Here's a timetable of our US expansion project. Alongside the FDA submission that's going to come in 2024, we will be continuing our AI algorithm brush up and also validating that data for US patients. Additionally, the most important part is the rehospitalization study. We want to use this device in clinical care to actually prove that by using this device, we will be decreasing heart failure rehospitalization by this much. So we'll have the evidence to actually say that our value proposition is correct and to really change the system. We have closed our Series B last month, but we are also looking for Series C for the following year in order to fund and continue our funds towards the US expansion project. Here's our ask to the HVC KYOTO community. We would love to stay connected with heart failure clinicians all over the world to actually conduct clinical trials. And also, not just strategic investors, but also strategic partners in order to bring this Japanese-born solution into the US. And additionally, pharmaceutical partners to use this device in clinical trials to gather more evidences, and also manufacturers' FDA's submission experience so that we could bring a product to all over the world. Under the leadership of Dr. Shinpei Ogawa, team members from all over the world, from academia to global financial institutions, has come together to create a world a better place. So imagine a grandparent that can attend their granddaughter's wedding day, or another who is able to celebrate their 40th wedding anniversary. 1 in 5 people over the age of 65 may not be able to achieve those memorable life events, and that's because of heart failure. And that's what drives us, AMI, to create a world where quality medical care is available to everyone, everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the powerful presentation.